Welcome to Harmful Chemical Reactions, Key Stage 3 Science. Let's just read this together and get an idea of what this topic is about. So some chemical reactions are harmful because they destroy our products. So let's have a look at corrosion of metals. So metals may be attacked by air, water, or other substances around them. Usually the more reactive the metal is, the faster it corrodes. The corrosion of iron and steel is called rusting. The experiment below shows that both air and water are needed for rusting to happen. So this is an experiment here. You can see these test tubes. So in dry air, the iron nail does not rust. So this is all dry and the nail does not rust. So this is a nail and you've got calcium chloride to dry the air here just underneath. In the second test tube, you've got oil to keep out the air. So make sure there's no air that flows inside. You've got a nail in water, and in water without the air, the iron nail does not rust. Okay, so in water, we've got a nail, but the iron nail does not rust. And the only reason it doesn't rust is because there is no air inside. So we're trying to prove that you need air and water for metal or iron to rust. In our third test tube, we have air and we have some water. And in this case, you can see that the iron nail has been rusting. In air and water, the iron nail rusts. Okay, so for rusting to occur on metals, you need air and you need water. To stop rusting, metals can be coated with a substance that keeps out air and water. Paint, grease, plastic, or thin layers of tin or zinc can also be used. So a good example is having a car for many years. Now a car, if it's left in the open, will get constantly wet by the rain. And a car is always outside, which means there's constant air that's coming into the car. And if that car over time will rust, even though car companies will actually make sure that the coating of the car is rust proof, but over many years, the car will likely rust in some places. It used to happen a lot before in the olden days with olden cars. Cars used to rust very quickly, but nowadays with new technology, that's improved quite a lot. So oxidation of foods. So some foods react with oxygen gas in the air. This makes them taste unpleasant. Fat can be oxidized quickly. Therefore, fatty foods such as butter should be kept in a fridge to slow down the rate of oxidation. Another way of stopping oxidation is to keep air away from the food by using sealed packets or tins. Have a go at the questions on this and read this section again one more time, and we'll review and go through this topic in much more detail in our next lesson. Thank you.